How's it going, everybody? Jim here, Scottish guy in Moscow for the very last time. This is indeed the very last video I'll ever do from Moscow. And I wanted to come back to where it all began. About 2.5 years ago, I took a GoPro out and I walked down the middle of the Red Square and introduced you to my channel. With no idea if anyone was going to watch the videos, with no idea if anyone was going to care about the videos that I was making. Well, I've got to say that 2.5 years later, with about 72,000 subscribers, something like that, several million views, I'm here humbly saying thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for coming to my channel for whatever reason, whether you're Russian and you wanted to see what a foreigner says about your country, whether you're somebody who is from the UK, from America, Canada, Australia, or any of the other countries that people are watching from, who wanted to see what it's actually like in Moscow, actually like in Russia, not what the news is going to show you, not what people who are biased in terms of for or against, just someone who is here and they've got a camera and they go out and they have some adventures, they meet some people and they film it. I want to say thank you to you as well. Thank you to the people who don't like my content. Thank you to the people who don't like Russia, don't like Russian content, because they still watch. They stalk you, they watch, they leave their comments. Some people leave several comments telling you how much they don't like you. Thank you to you as well for watching, because every view counts. Every view has spun me on to make some more videos, and I'm very grateful to everyone. But just like everything in life, everything has to eventually come to an end. And this is me in the Red Square, officially closing the chapter on my Russian and Moscow content. Let me take you back to a time where this idea of me being in Moscow, making videos, was just a tiny seed in my brain. It was sometime during COVID, probably about 2020, 2021. I don't remember exactly. I was living in Glasgow, working as a teacher in a school, and we went on lockdown and everything was locked down and life got pretty boring. And because life got pretty boring, you couldn't really go out and do much, I got into YouTube. I mean, previously I had watched YouTube, you put it on for like a music video or to see some football or something like that. I'd never really thought of it as a thing where you can follow like one person and their adventures, and they're just out there with a camera and not an internet connection and nothing else. And they just do stuff that maybe interest people and upload it. And I would follow people like Bald and Bankrupt, Ben from Bald and Bankrupt, Niall from Irish Partisan, who actually texted me yesterday. He's an Irish guy that used to live in Belarus and make videos called Irish Partisan. He's not really doing so many videos now. But he texted me a few days ago. He must have seen that I was leaving, and we exchanged a few texts. But I would sit and watch these people while we were in lockdown in Scotland. And while I was kind of bored with life, and I was thinking, what am I going to do? We're in lockdown. I don't really like my job where I'm working. I was getting divorced, and then you've got all the financial and emotional hardships that come with that. And I was thinking to myself, right, I'm not completely satisfied with where I am in life. I'm not really completely satisfied with what I'm doing. And I started watching YouTube. And I saw these guys, they were in Belarus, they were in Russia, all these different places. And they were just making videos, and I thought, I'm going to do that. That's what I want to do. And from then on, I ended up buying a GoPro camera, where most people start with. And it probably lay in a drawer in my bedroom for a good year. Because actually, getting from the idea to then realising the idea, getting on camera, talking to the camera, all the rest of it, it's not actually as easy as people might think. So anyway, fast forward to me getting to Moscow, and I was here for about 6 months or something. I thought, you know what, I'm going to take the GoPro out, I'm going to try and make a video. And I came to the Red Square, and I walked down the middle of the Red Square. You'll be able to go back and see my very first video. It's still on my channel, saying welcome to my channel. And I didn't really know what to say, and it's about 5 minutes long, and it's just me saying that I live in Moscow, I like it here and I want to make videos. And I had no idea what would happen next. And from then on, I just kept going out, kept making videos, and really the people that I need to thank is anyone who has ever appeared in one of my videos. Because they were all much more interesting than me. Whether it's someone I met on the street, whether it's someone that came on a little adventure with me, whoever it may be, if you are watching this and you've been in my videos at any point, even one, then I thank you. I do appreciate you, because it's so much more interesting to be meeting the locals, to be meeting the people that live here and showing their life and having some sort of adventure with them on camera than it could ever be me just doing it alone. So I want to say thank you to those people. Again, I want to thank the people who have watched, everybody that have watched. I want to thank the life that I've had here, the children that I've taught, the parents of the children that I've taught, and all the people that I worked with. It really has truly been one of the best 3-year periods of my life. I've enjoyed it immensely. And I think sometimes in life, we obviously have our ups and our downs and our highlights and our low times in life. And a lot of times you don't really know that you're in one of those real magical periods of your life until it's over. And I think that's what this is going to be for me. I'm always going to look back on the 3 years that I've spent here with nothing but good memories. And I'm so happy that I've got all the YouTube videos that were made with all the different people and all the different places. I think it's a great way, and I'm so glad that I've documented the last 3 years in Moscow, this amazing city. And I think what I want to leave you on is, I know that not everybody wants to come to Moscow to buy a camera and to start doing YouTube videos. But for me, going back to what I told you about, being kind of bored during COVID, not really satisfied, thinking, what am I going to do? And then having this idea, and then of course making it come to fruition. If you do watch my videos and you have enjoyed them in any way, I guess all I want to leave you on is that no matter what it is you want to do, no matter how niche or how ridiculous it sounds to other people, or whatever it may be, then it's always infinitely better to go out and to try it and to see what will happen than to just sit back and let life pass you by and not act on those things. We're all interested in different things, and if you're sitting watching this, you probably know there's one thing, maybe more than one, but there's probably one thing especially that you really want to do with your life. There's something that you really want to try. There's a place that you really want to go, but maybe there's something holding you back. Well, if there's anything that you can take from my videos, is that if you just get out there and give it a go, who knows what's going to happen. But it's definitely going to be better than being one of those people that sit back and watch others and criticize others and write comments about how you don't like others and you don't like what they're doing and you hope that they fail. Don't be one of those people. Be one of those people who just get out there, give it a shot, and you'll see what happens. All right, guys, that is it. I've pretty much done a lap of the Red Square. So it's time to finish up now. I need to go to the airport in about 2 hours, so I need to go home, finish packing, make sure the apartment is clean, and then it's time to go. So for the final time, I will say thank you very much for being with me during this amazing chapter in my life. The videos will not stop, but obviously the type of content will. But for me, it's something that for a long time I wanted to do this. I didn't really know how I would do this, but somehow I figured it out. I managed, and I'm really, really glad that I did. So from me, Jim, Scottish guy in Moscow, I'm saying thank you and goodbye. I'll see you soon, but it won't be from Moscow.